Last time on this beautiful catastrophe, Yuria baked a cookie confession that Saoji kicked, crushed, and misread as soybean. She thinks she was silently rejected. He thinks his phone just drowned in the bath. Two people, one bookshelf, wildly in love as Nekura and Hiria, still with no idea they sit 3 seats apart every single day. This is the finale. Everything they've hidden is about to come crashing beautifully into the light. Then at last, contact. A new email, subject line it's Nekura. His phone is finally replaced. They meet in the library and he cheerfully thanks her for the cookies soybean. I stepped on the S but ate them, delicious. A pause. Then 2 more cookie bags fly over the shelf, K and I. Not soybean, Nekura-kun. DAISUKI, I like you. His brain white screens. The confession he was too dense to receive has finally, undeniably landed. He can't say it back. His mouth won't form the words. So Hiria, patient and merciless, invents a game. I'll say it, you repeat. I like you, Nekura-kun. I like you a lot. All he manages is a strangled Sue. She praises him like he's a genius baby. Then a slender white hand slides through a gap she opens in the low shelf. Shake hands. He scrubs his sweaty palm raw, finally takes it, small, soft, real, and she squeezes. You really exist. I like you. His consciousness leaves his body and lands, sparkling, in the ocean off Florida. Now they are something. Boyfriend and girlfriend, technically, with no name, no face, no plan. She calls her old friend Ryan to celebrate and gets screamed at you confessed without seeing his face. He could be a ghost, an unknown uncle, a kangaroo. Yuria cheerfully files masked marriage to a possible kangaroo under acceptable outcomes and keeps postponing the terrifying idea of actually meeting. Meanwhile, her celebrity sister drops by, radiating expensive image, to remind us exactly what world Yuria is quietly rebelling against. Fate, however, is done waiting. On an ordinary autumn afternoon in the library, chatting through the shelf, Yuria asks what the 0923 in his email means. My birthday. A tiny chill, the school idol Sakura Saoji's birthday is 0923. She dismisses it. Then he mentions helping at his family's set meal restaurant. Restaurant Sakura, the bear figurine, the onigiri. Every coincidence she'd ruled out slams together at once. Her heart pounds so loud she can hear it. She stands, silent, and steps toward the edge of the bookshelf. One creak of the floor. She rounds the bookshelf. And there, sitting with his long legs stretched out in the bright window light, blinking up at her in blank astonishment, is Sakura Saoji, the school's untouchable prince, her Nekura. The one person she was certain it could never be. 2 people who have loved each other's hidden hearts for months finally see each other's faces, and neither can believe it. The silence breaks into pain. Liar, she chokes. You said you had no friends, you're not popular, were you teasing me? He stammers that it was never a lie, never a trick, but she's already crying, already backing away. The door clicks shut. He sits alone in the dark for hours, chanting it uselessly. Seonji-san is Hiria-chan, and slowly, shamefully, understands his own heart. He'd imagined someone lesser than him, someone who'd accept his ugliness because she had her own. He'd built her an idol out of his own insecurity. And the real her shattered it. The emails stop. The library stays empty. At school, they can't even look at each other, as if seeing the face killed the person behind it. But fate has a shameless matchmaker. Masuda-sensei shoves a get-well bouquet at them and orders the estranged pair to visit the hospitalized principal together, then flees. Forced to walk side by side, Yuria furious and mortified, kicking stones, glaring at his infuriatingly perfect back. Hey, liar. I didn't lie. The bickering, at least, still works. Outside the hospital, it finally spills out. He confesses the truth of his lie, surrounded by girls he never chose. He could only give safe answers. Terrified they'd discover the boring, dirty, nervous boy underneath, so he refused everyone. I was hoping for someone as useless as me. With you, I can't be equal. She hears the self-loathing under it and softens, then flares again, punching his chest with weak little cat punches, tears welling, give him back. I want my Nekura-kun back. I want to see Nekura-kun. But it's me, I know, but it's different. She admits the real wound. She isn't disappointed he's handsome, she's grieving. I thought I was talking to a stranger, so I felt safe saying everything. Now it feels like I was eavesdropped on. The fun is over, or I'm just very sad, even though I destroyed it myself. 2 people mourning the anonymous little world they built, now that the real names and faces have killed it. She talks it over with Manami, who cuts through everything with one blunt truth. You said you'd love Nekura no matter who he was. So what's the problem? And Manami's blunt truth cracks it open. Yuria realizes she doesn't have to reconcile Nekura and Sakura into one person. She just has to accept that the boy she loves had a hidden face, and that hidden face happens to be a school idol. The person who vanished was there all along, wearing a mask she'd never bothered to look past. She goes looking for him and finds the second library, its door unlocked, and Saoji standing at the little window, staring at nothing, waiting without knowing he's waiting. She doesn't say a word. She crosses the room and hugs him from behind, gently, the way you meet someone you've kept waiting far too long. He stiffens, then hears her giggle and knows exactly who it is. If I don't look at your face, you're still Nekura-kun. But I'm Sakura. You're Nekura-kun, right? I still like you. A pause, then a smaller, unsure voice, what about you? And after a long, long thought that lands where it always did, I also like you. So they rebuild it on their own absurd terms. She names them anew. He can call her Yuria-chan, halfway between Seonji and Hiria. She'll call him Saoji-kun, after Sakura and Nekura. Every attempt to say the new names sends him headbutting the window in mortal embarrassment. Let's always talk back to back like this, she declares, delighted. And she makes him a promise that terrifies him more than any confession. They'll destroy their carefully built images together. Two prisoners, agreeing to break the same wall. Sunday, their first real date, faces and all. She picks the beef bowl chain she was forbidden as a sheltered rich girl and orders with the intensity of a general, add pork miso soup. Be more serious, Sakura-kun. She devours it glowing, a grain of rice on her cheek, and when he blurts cute, he slams his blood-red face into the table. Two misfits on a date that shouldn't work, working anyway, her leading like a curious princess exploring a castle town. Him a happy chaperone, both quietly amazed this is real. Then a small park, a stone dome slide, 4 in the afternoon. She drags him inside the cramped hollow that echoes like their summer hideout. He panics, I can't be in a small space with a girl I like, and buries his face in his knees. She tugs him up until their faces are a breath apart, and for one dizzy second she imagines kissing him. He narrows his eyes. I warned you, Hiria-chan, and he kisses her first. Soft, brief, real. Then instantly buries his face again and apologizes into his own lap, while children shriek they kissed and flee. He bolts out, dunks his entire head under a park water tap for a full minute to reboot, and returns dripping like a zombie hero to deliver the line of the day, Seonji-san. Let's calm down a bit. But dinner is at restaurant Sakura, where she ties back her hair, throws on the tacky apron, and cheerfully waitresses for his delighted father. Over a makeshift staff meal of burdock and rice, she sighs, I want to marry Sakura-kun already. He chokes on miso soup, and his mother nods sagely from across the room. She has never looked more at home. He walks her home in the dark. On a quiet green street, she cups his face in both cool hands, studies him like a puzzle, murmurs this is payback, and kisses him. When she pulls back, hiding behind her palm, then peeking out to laugh softly, that laugh overlaps perfectly with the voice from behind the bookshelf. Hiria-chan is standing right in front of him in the open at last. He falls for her completely, all over again, as she waves a huge bye-bye and vanishes into the night. There's just one thing left, making it official. The Watchover Society disbands itself. Too many members kept pairing off at Sakura's birthday parties, and cheerfully reforms as the society to watch over Sakura and Seonji. Then, cornered into finally asking her out properly, Saoji delivers the single worst confession ever spoken, a stammering, syllable-scrambling, tense-shifting disaster that mutates will you go out with me from friends into meaningless noise. And Yuria, listening, feels both boys in her mind, Nekura and Sakura, dissolve into the one hopeless, precious person actually standing in front of her. She answers his mangled from friends with a bright, merciless no. Then, laughing, I love you a lot, Saoji-kun. I don't want to be a friend. I want to be your girlfriend. He replies with pure malfunctioning gibberish, ears scarlet, looking like a child who got the toy he wanted and forgot how to be happy. And that's it. That's the whole miracle. The unpopular boy inside the popular boy and the lonely girl inside the ice princess, officially, finally, together. The days after are pure sunlight. Yuria smothers him with loud, ridiculous affection, praising his handwriting, his stagger, his avant-garde beef bowl doodles, until they're the class's official couple and he's helplessly being chased by his own girlfriend. Yabusaka short-circuits over what number boyfriend he is. Yuria holds up 3 fingers, 3 spots, all filled by Saoji-kun, and Manami smacks the wailing Yabusaka with a slipper. the friendless boy and the friendless girl are somehow surrounded by warmth, and quietly growing up, Saoji lets his imaginary advisor go. At dawn, half asleep, the little straw doll Warako-chan, his childhood symbol for the incomprehensible creature called girl, tells him she's leaving for Handsome Island, where she'll finally be happy. He wakes to an empty pillow and soft morning sun. He doesn't need a made-up girl to explain the real one anymore. He hopes, sincerely, that she has fun. So this is how a Nekura and a Hiria meet. Not across a bookshelf, but face-to-face at last, the prince who was secretly a nervous wreck, and the ice princess who only ever wanted a friend to eat beef bowls with. She melts into the class, he softens into himself, and Masuda-sensei watches them and smiles. He'll become a good man in time. He's got a good heart. Two lonely people who fell in love with each other's hidden truth, and kept loving it once it finally had a face, and it ends where it began. A quiet afternoon, an empty second library, the smell of old paper. Yuria eases the door open, heart already pounding like Pavlov's dog, knowing full well he's waiting behind the shelf. She smiles and plays their oldest game one last time. Crouching down, holding her throbbing heart, she calls softly into the dust, "Nekura-kun, are you there?" Her faceless friend. Her nameless love. The person she thought she'd lost, who was beside her all along. Thank you for watching this story of when Nekura and Hiria met, all the way to the end.